Thursday, July 8th, 2025. We're driving through Smithtown, New York here on Main Street. We're going to be passing underneath the Long Island Railroad's Port Jefferson branch. As we're passing Maple Avenue and then Redwood Lane here in Smithtown. And it's here off to the right where Smithtown train station is. This is Smithtown Village Hall right over here. Station is Smithtown. It's right behind these buildings over here. Matter of fact, the stairway to the west end is right as we just passed by. Had to get the camera out of view for a second because of a park ranger. Right over here, we are at the traffic light here at Brookside Drive. If you make a left on Brookside Drive, Long Island Railroad's Port Jefferson branch, western end of Smithtown would be the interlocking of Post 1. As at Smithtown Station, you have two tracks. Switches at East End, West End Post 1, East End Post 2 for trains to pass by. Port Jeff branch east of Huntington in single track Route 261 territory with reverse signaling and all the way from Huntington to Port Jeff. We're going to be going to the Lawrence Road crossing in Meadow Road in Kings Park. We're going to be seeing train 664 tonight, which normally, as of late, has been running with 7 cars. Tonight, running with 8. We're passing a Stop and Shop here in Smithtown. 664 tonight, running with the 518, DM30AC, 518 the leader, 512 on the rear with 8 C3 bi-levels. Train is about 4 minutes late out at Divide. Should be getting to Kings Park. Time of arrival 6:46 at Kings Park Station. It'll be 6:50 at the station arrival. Right here we're passing underneath the Port Jeff branch again as we went over the Issaquah River. We're seeing train 662 pass over me here. 662 is pretty much on time. And again, we're going to be seeing train 664 at Kings Park at the Lawrence Road crossing in Meadow Road. All right, one of the more nicer places to drive. We just made the turn onto Meadow Road from Jericho Turnpike as we're going to be proceeding further west. And right about here, as we saw a deputy sheriff pass by, we'll be making a couple of all-way stops. One at Dilmont Drive, which is coming up here. And we have another one before we make the turn right to continue on Meadow Road to head all the way into Kings Park. As we're driving a little bit further west here, we're going to be coming up to the Akamsit Middle School, which will be at the very end, western end of the Smithtown School District. And also adjacent to that would be the Smithtown West High School. And we're at the second stop sign here at Pine Acre Drive. We'll be making the right-hand turn to continue west on Meadow Road. If you go further west, that's Old Northport Road. And again, we're going to be continuing west onto Meadow Road, which will take us all the way into Kings Park. All right, we're taking a quick look west here. We're going to be seeing 664 come through here shortly. It's running about 6 minutes late now. It's just past Duke Interlocking. and should be here within the next 5 or so minutes. Alright, we're at the Lawrence Road crossing. Time now is 6:52 and train 664 has just departed Kings Park Station. DM30AC, 518 the leader with the E-Bell, 512 on the rear with 8 C3s. Next stop, Smithtown. As this will go to Port Jefferson as the local and will terminate for the evening. This train makes station stops of after Penn Station, Jamaica, Mineola, Huntington, and all stops to Port Jefferson.